skip the hugs.
You can't say that to me.
Did you just pass on my hugs?
And can I help you?
There you go.
Can I help you, sir?
I'm sorry, come back.
No, you say sorry, come back after the fact.
I passed on your hugs because I was upset. I do apologize. Come back. Apparently, they're very soft and cuddly. Peas.
Amber,
Wait.
so
Wait.
convincing, I have to say.
Let me get a little fishing hook. Go. Whoosh. There we go.
Shane knows the perfect bait.
Me.
Yep.
Thank you all for being here for the podcast. It's a very, I'm very gracious and honored for you to be here. And actually, I know we did this one before, and this is the last video. We had like a little like clip at the end of the video, but like sound didn't record right. So yeah, this time I fixed that for sure. Made sure.
Hope.
It's
Hopefully.
fixed. It's like, don't jinx it! For the love of God! Don't jinx it! But we have it fixed. So, this is going to be the first podcast out of many, because we already have like a very like good amount planned already. So this episode is going to be about just introductions, because MJ and Wee Woo, Dr. Wee Woo, are both going to be here often. And I'm sorry, MJ's giving me the look. It's Avatar, the Avatar MJ. The Avatar MJ, there you go.
Yeah, get it right.
And then I got my two great and lovely mods, Amber and Nina. Amber
Hello.
is the one in the green floor shirt, and then Nina's the one cuddling the big pink paw of death.
A paw of death.
You never know, she could be hiding a weapon in there.
She is. See?
The
Dangerous of them all. Feelings.
Guys, introduce yourselves, and then we're gonna get into like if there's any like content creators or just like any type of, you know, like type of content that inspired you in your streams or has any type of influence on you in your streams.
You got this, MJ.
Oh, we're starting with me. Got it. Thanks. So nobody really gave me more of the inspiration. It's more of I don't see a lot of autistic streamers out there that's high functioning like I am. So I personally want to be one of those people who inspire others, especially if they're high functioning. I use this in quotes because as a autistic person, I don't like using that, but the massive majority of people do not understand the difference between people who can be normal and not. And gosh, yeah, I'm Avatar MJ. That's what I got.
I'm Dr. Wee Woo. I stream on Twitch, but I wouldn't say I was inspired either by a streamer. Actually, I would say more my father, because growing up, he was in the rap industry in the sense of he did a lot of digital art, a lot of entertainment. I was around a lot of entertainment, and eventually, my dad is like, once I started streaming and stuff, because I wasn't really inspired to do it at the start. I wanted to do it to see people smile, but I lost a lot of motivation. I would say my dad like kept me motivated and kept me pushing, and honestly, I feel better than ever while I'm streaming nowadays. He made my logo. Fun fact. He helped me make my emotes. He helped me with all that. So that's one thing I can say I'm very grateful for, and he inspired me to keep pushing forward in content creating. And a one last big thing was that pushed me to want to be a streamer is the fact that when I became diabetic, I almost died at the age of 8 years old. I've had it for almost 11 years now. But going through that almost death experience, I wanted to bring people smiles. I wanted to bring people smiles, and I figured this is one of the best ways to do it. is by making content people would enjoy seeing and having a laugh with me. So that was my whole story of why I became a streamer and a content creator.
Yes, two of the main content creators that inspired me and my channel and like the type of vibe I want to give it is Jacksepticeye, who's right now currently doing Thankmas behind me on my TV, which by the time this airs, I think you'll still be able to go on Totofy through his channel and be able to donate to Thankmas, which they're doing a great thing where donating and every $10,000 builds a home for someone. And they're already like pretty much at 4 mil? Yeah, they're pretty much past 4 mil at this point. So that's a lot of homes that were built because of his stream. And that's one of my goals is to get... I don't know if I'll ever get as big as Jacksepticeye and doing like something like Thankmas, but you know, he's inspired me and makes me want to like get to the point where I can do charity streams and like do big whole events where everyone can have fun and just donate to a really good cause. And then... Aw, thank you. Then Markiplier is another one who inspired me, and it's just, you know, the whole... like, kind of like the extra weirdness factor that he does, you know his videos, the one where he's just like, he's just talking, kidding around, and then he just looks into the camera and it's like, zooms in, it's like, you better be paying attention to me. You better not click away. That type of stuff. And it's just the fun, like, chaotic energy I've grown to, like, live for. And they're, like, through some of my darkest times, like, when I ever started watching YouTube, like, consistently, it was those two that I mainly watched that, you know, kept me going and just kept me, you know, inspired and led me to knowing that I want to be a content creator as, like, my full-time thing. Because I feel like I have ability to bring people together and make people laugh and have fun, even when it's like not like the brightest of days or anything like that. Because I've just been told, this whole room was shitty before you came in. Now no longer shitty. Good job. I'm like, okay. Nina and Amber, what made you guys actually decide to stick with me and stick on modding for me? I know I'm your friend and everything, but you know, is there like any other reasons why you stuck onto it, or like maybe some things you might enjoy about doing it, or something that keeps you going? Which I do really appreciate you.
I think the reason why I stayed, other than because, you know, we've known each other for a while, I do feel like your energy is good for a lot of different people, and I see your channel going far, and I would love to have been a part of that, so that's why I stayed, and I'm glad that you allowed me to be a moderator, because I honestly didn't think I'd be good at it. I just wanted to support you in any way that I could, so I'm happy that you thought of me as a mod.
Yeah, I think the
Nina?
same for me too. I didn't think that I had the ability to be a mod, but then Shane was like, "Oh, here's this beautiful opportunity that I've not the word, bestowed.
Bestowed upon
Bestowed.
you.
That's the word.
Bestowed.
Bestowed
Yeah.
upon you." And he's like, "Yeah, you could be a mod for the stream." And I was like, "Ooh, does that mean I get to do Banhammer thing?" He's like, "Yeah." I was like, "Oh, yes." So
Nina is always the first one.
Nina just stays because of the... You want to know how much power they feel whenever some like little toxic little like person just pops, is like, I might be toxic. And then you just see like a big shower form around. They're like, what's going on? Hammer. It's just Nina holding the hammer like, die, bam.
It's because like most of us are like, Shane, should we? And Nina's like, nah, do it.
Yep.
no, but in all seriousness, like I see good potential in Shane's stream going forward, and I like in a similar sense to Amber, like I wanted to be a part of it in any way possible, and Shane was like, "Here." I was like, "Oh, thank you." So yeah.
All right. Is there like any type of like content that you guys have watched? Like it could be like TV shows, like anything that might have like influenced your streams at all. I mean, like I know with the Avatar MJ. Obviously, the Avatar: The Last Airbender had a lot to do with like some of the themes and things you choose. So let's.
That's on trauma.
Oh,
You want truth, or do you want happy go lucky?
I want truth because that's what we're here for.
Okay, so Avatar: Last Airbender, it ended, and it was one of the last things me and my mom watched together before she passed away. And my mom was very much of the do what the fuck you want as long as you don't hurt anybody, which definitely resonates with A, because it's more of I don't want to hurt people. I will take away your bending before I kill you, sort of thing. So a lot of the like relations and things like that, I definitely relate towards my mom. Granted, if you can see in the background, there she is. She's with me in every stream. So like that's her box that she came home with. I know it's gonna get dark real quick. This is the cremation box that she came home with. So we put a photo of her. And my dad's, we didn't get my dad's ashes, but he gave my mom a monkey because he was my mom's little monkey. So there's a monkey right on the other side. So my parents are with me at every stream. They might not be center focused, but they're with me. And with what I know about my dad, he would have loved Avatar: Last Airbender too. Like he would have been right there. He and my mom met with D&D, so I know they're nerds, but full on, I get that from them. But Avatar is one of those things that will always resonate deeply with me, and no matter what, you will always have like the elements. So I'm a Wicca pagan person, so elements also go deep there. Sorry, I got Doc. You wanted honest.
It's so sweet though. It's so sweet. Very sweet. I really.
Honestly, as most people should know based off my name, SpongeBob, because that would be the actual like why I originate my name from.
The
Those are on. What's the
wee
question?
woo.
I thought you wanted to be an EMT, so I literally thought wee woo as in wee woo.
No, it's actually based on the doctor part. The doctor part came from my schooling, but the wee woo part actually came from SpongeBob. That's why a lot of my things are SpongeBob related. Like the
Just thought you liked it.
I love SpongeBob. I love
I've only
SpongeBob.
seen like one episode, so
I literally watched. I have watched every single episode of SpongeBob. Even into adulthood. Didn't care. I, yeah. But my name doesn't have any fancy background or origin story to it, except for the fact that I wanted to potentially go be a doctor slash paramedic. I didn't know what I was going to further my education to at that time. But then I thought of SpongeBob, and I'm just thinking. I'm like, wee woo. And I started saying it. I'm like, you know what? Dr. Wee Woo, let's go with it. I like it. And then that's where the name has came. Like before I was named UTXX Dragon, UT Sniper Shot, stuff like that. And I'm like, I don't want that no more. I want to come up with no old clan name that I used to have back when I played competitive Call of Duty. I want to bring something new, a new brand, everything. So that's what I did. And you know what? I've absolutely loved the name to death. And that's where the name is sticking. I'm pretty sure it will not be changed.
And it'll be a brand name known far and wide.
Oh yeah. Let's see what you got, Shane.
Oh no. What could I do to follow up on all of that? Oh god. Well, for one of my friends from high school, he's the one that recommended Shane's World just because we talked about it and he's like, you like doing variety type stuff and you're like all over the place all the time. And I'm like, yeah. And he's like, your name kind of rhymes with Wayne. I'm like, Shane, Wayne, yeah, yeah. It's like Wayne's World. I'm like, that could work. Originally, I was gonna do like because back when I was younger and everything, I really liked the show Bleach as the anime. So I really like doing like hollow this, hollow that, that type of thing. But as I grew older, I'm like, what's something more that I can actually resonate with, but also at the same time, people will hear it and be like, it will rhyme and stick in their head more. And Shane's Worlds just end up being the perfect fit after like consideration and just going through everything. Um, Something that inspires. I obviously like anime a lot. That's why like you'll see like on like sometimes when I get rated or like sometimes when I get like a sub or even like a follow. Like the follow is literally Gojo going ora ora and like just random different anime things. Like I love anime as a whole and it inspires me a lot. And you know, obviously here and there I'm gonna have like Dead by Daylight stuff because that's just what the channel's grown into. But I always like love like all the geeky like Marvel DC stuff. That always have a part to play. Like I've done TikTok videos with like a Borderlands mask, Spider-Man's mask, Ghostface mask. I go everywhere because I just like, you know, being a person that, you know, it's like I don't focus in on one thing. I focus on everything. So kind of makes the sense of Shane's world. And plus, I just along this journey, you know, people along the way have inspired me and like gave me like different ideas on what to do. So they actually helped along the way as well. But yeah, you guys have the floor.
Jay, what content that she puts on her channel?
Oh.
She's introducing herself. She didn't introduce like what she put on her channel per se, so I was gonna ask what she does on her channel so that other people know.
Mm-hmm.
I do a variety of stuff. Um, I personally try to make it as chill and cozy as possible, mainly because I see a lot of high
Mm-hmm.
energy streamers, like extremely high energy and things like that, aka which with to some people like I need that high energy to prep myself up for stuff, but sometimes I know that there's not a lot of like okay, chill, breathe. You just need somebody to chill with you while you do something. You just need to have a small talk. Nothing like, oh my god, thanks for the raid. Woo! Super like
Hey,
wait,
is that shots at me?
which for me sometimes that's too much. Then I get like, oh shit, they're talking to me. They're talking to me. Even though I can
I
just
think
simply
that's some shots at me. Wow. Hurt.
You should flip the octopus inside out. Make it angry Octo. He's gonna do it. He did it.
none of it's directed at anybody.
Now we all know it's directed at me too, because I'm like that as well. I give chill stream vibes, and then BAM! Chaos. Okay.
Yeah, Shane's a switch ready to be flipped.
I'll flip a switch.
I knew it was gonna happen. I knew someone was gonna comment something on it. I don't know.
A question I have for the streamers in the room is how does your content on your channel influence you as a creator?
Who wants to go first on this?
Explain.
Like
Ooh, that's a good
how
one.
like your content on your stream, like the games that you play and your like your mannerisms, how do you think that that affects you as a streamer with your audience?
Whoever wants to go first, I don't care. Who are you pointing at?
Shane?
You're point-
Okay, open at you.
okay,
Oh,
people are
you.
pointing at me. Alright. I see how it is. Alright, well, in my opinion, I play a lot of DBD, as a lot of you guys know. And I would say the way I act in that game, with I will literally go on a snowman and try to slap the killer's ass. All right, that's just how it be. I don't. It literally I feel like brings out my personality. It brings out the audience. They're having a good time. We don't take it serious like that. Like, yeah, of course we go for the win. Of course we do that, but we don't troll or anything unless we're trolling the killer. But I feel like it brings the audience out. Like, I feel like, me cussing, me being kind of frantic, me being goofy. DBD, I think, brings out my audience really well. The community has been amazing to me. I have absolutely loved the community of DBD. So I would say it has a big influence, depending on what you're playing and how you act during that game. I feel like it's a big influence on how you'll grow as a streamer and how people will see your image as a streamer.
Okay.
How has me being a streamer affected my like daily life, or just
the game you play?
Like your content on your streams, like the games that you play, how do you think that affects you and your stream and your community as a whole?
Well, so obviously I do a lot of Dead by Daylight, and that's pretty much what the channel has evolved into over time. Has just been mainly Dead by Day. Wee woo! I've been doing it first! So I'll detach a limb. Where's my knife? Where's my knife? I'll detach it and throw it!
Again.
Like a tomahawk. But
It's
I've-
deducting points.
I've done Dead by Daylight for I would say it's been about like what, 4 or 5 months? Because didn't I start streaming like in July or August?
Shortly after I was doing hard, so yeah.
Dead by Daylight was in August.
Yeah, Dead by Daylight just popped off in
No.
August. And then like it just slowly took over the channel more and more. Now it's like the main thing that I stream like nightly, except for like Sunday nights. We've been switching it back over, so Wednesday nights I end up streaming a single player game I pick out. Saturday nights, like tonight that we're recording this, I pick out a different single player game to play, stuff like that. And I do want to do more like single player games or like try different multiplayer games. But mostly it's just Dead by Daylight, and I feel like on Dead by Daylight, I can edit that out. Bloopers.
Believe in you.
There are like kind of like 3 types of people you can find in Dead by Daylight. There are the toxic ones, where it honestly depends on how you deal with them, and that shows of like what type of streamer you are. I'm either, if they are toxic against me and like everyone else, like in the game, like they camp and everything, I do like hit kind of like the report button, just because that's not fun for everyone else who plays against them, and they're just straight up going, oh, I'm gonna camp, oh, I'm gonna camp, oh, I'm gonna be toxic. Or then the moment that, which is Nina's favorite part, is whenever they try being toxic in chat against all of us. And then she just drops the ban hammer on them, because I'm not gonna have that in my community. And then there's the second type, whereas like the more, they're just there to have fun and just fool around and mess around. So whenever you play with them, it's either they're farming or they're just messing around with you, and it's a whole bunch of fun. Then there's the third one, which are the ones who are actually trying to play the game like the way it's meant to be played, and those are really fun as well. And you gotta figure out which one's which, because the ones that are just doing there for fun and everything, you can find out if you know like the mannerisms, and then you play along with it, which I love doing. I love playing around with different people that just end up wanting to fool around, because we've had a bunny legion just mess around with us, and that was fun. We've had Ghostface that just went around and messed around, that was fun. We've had like a variety of different killers that were just...
No Ghostface.
Yes, Ghostface, don't interrupt me, boy.
No.
Don't interrupt the podcastee! I'm kidding. Not really, but... But just it just depends on who you end up playing with, and you just gotta adapt to the situation. I like no matter what game I play, I like trying to just give like great vibes, try to be fun. Try like if they do a great job as killer and they just wipe the whole team out, not from being toxic or anything. That I like going saying like, GG, they were really great. You know, good job. Like, of course, I'm gonna be a little sad that we lost, but you know, it's a game. We're just there to have fun, play around, and if they do good at the game, then they're just good at the game. I'm not gonna fault them for that. It just makes it even more fun and challenging.
I'll fault them.
Well, that's gonna be the end of this first podcast episode, which would be these are just gonna be coming out regularly on every Monday night. So thank you so much for you guys for watching. We will be making an audio only version of this sometime in the near future. We just gotta figure out on how to get it posted on Spotify or another like widely known podcast
Listen to it on Audible.
brain fart. Or Audible. A widely known podcast
Audible.
listening app or just streaming service. But we're gonna figure it out. If you guys have like any suggestions on like any ways on how to do it, comment down below in the video. Really help out a lot. And well, we'll see you in the next one. We're gonna give a little shout outs to my mods, the 2 streamers. So I'm gonna let them go.
All right, MJ.
That's it.
MJ.
Are we on the second one or?
No, this
Give
this-
a shout out.
This Avatar MJ, she'll tell you what her Twitch name is or how to find her and any of her socials.
It's literally the Avatar MJ on everything. Made it easy.
And make sure you do the THE Avatar MJ.
Capital
That's it.
M, capital J.
The morning when you hop into a stream with a cutie with a booty, that's when you know you're at it.
There's a cat.
All right.
That also happens too.
That's true.
My name on Twitch is Dr. Weewoo, abbreviation for doctor, and then Wee with 3 E's and then Woo with 3 O's. And it's also the same on all my socials on Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, and everything.
All right. Then shout out to my mods who have their own thing going on.
Yes.
Yes.
We have a website. We have a custom items building called Resonating Days. So if you'd like to join there, you can find us on there at resonatingdays.com. Exactly how it sounds. RESINING DAYS. And that's one of the things that we've made. We have custom and we have things already pre-made, so whichever one you want to go with. There's another. You can also find us at Resonating Days on Instagram. And Nina?
We also have a spoopy YouTube channel where we cover paranormal and true crime topics. You can find us at Panda and Nina, the Paranormal Sisters, on YouTube. And you can also find us at PN_official on Instagram.
For my socials, as you see here on YouTube, as in hit the subscribe button, baby. Or non-binary power person. I don't know what people go by nowadays. I don't know what's the proper terminology.
Every spectrum.
If you're a good person, you know, just give the little sub down below. You know, helps out the channel a lot. Ring the bell for future content of podcasts happening every Monday. And then we'll also... I got this, guys. Thank you. I appreciate them very much. I do. But ring the bell to get notified. I will be doing some gaming series coming out on the channel. That'll probably happen a little bit in the beginning of the new year. Because just day-to-day life is still a little hectic right now. But same thing, Shane's Worlds, twitch.tv on just Twitch. Same thing for the Instagram channel and TikTok. and obviously on here. And we also have a Twitter, same name and everything. So go check those out. I will be posting a lot more stuff on those beginning at the new year, and you'll see like a constant stream of stuff coming that way. So big things happening, guys. And with that all said and done, thank you so much for watching the first episode of the podcast. Hope you're here for the next one, because the next one's going to be delving into some deep but yet very needed talks about communities. So just a little foreshadowing right there. Peace. I don't want to look down below. Never mind.
Shane, I'm below you, bro. I promise.
No comment.
This ain't podcast friendly anymore.
He didn't get named the GG3000 for nothing. Whew.
So that's why they say GG nowadays?
Maybe.